Hey guys, Brady here, and I just saw the movie I Swear. So this movie is about a man named John David Washington, played by Robert Aramayo, who I guess was in a couple TV shows. I don't really watch TV, but he was in Game of Thrones and also the Lord of the Rings TV show on Amazon Prime, which I heard is terrible. But that's neither here or there. So John John Davidson is a guy who suffers Tourette's, and this movie is about his life and how he's dealt with it throughout his life. Now, the movie starts off with him as a normal kid, and like all of a sudden, he just gets like these weird tics. He keeps like twitching and blinking his eyes and whatnot, and he'll just blurt out like inappropriate stuff at random, and everybody around him thinks, including his mom and dad, thinks he's faking it for attention and whatnot, and they don't know that it's like a serious issue. They just think that he's doing it just to do it, and so he gets beaten up at school. His dad leaves the family. All this shit, like all this horrible shit, happens to him, and as like a 13-year-old kid, 14-year-old kid, he does try to drown himself in a river and gets rescued and put into a hospital. And It shows his mom struggling to like deal with his behavior and whatnot. And so one day he meets up with a friend of his at a grocery store, and he goes to his friend's house, and the friend's mom invites him over for dinner, and to um, live with him. Offers him to live with them, and so that's the story of the movie. The mother, his friend's mother is a mental health specialist, and tells him he doesn't have to apologize for his tics. That and she pretty much just helps him out with his Tourette's, his learning of it and understanding of it and whatnot. He gets into like legal troubles, and she's always there for him, and all. And it's a sweet movie. It's a very sweet movie. Um, there's a lot of upsetting moments in this movie, mainly when it comes to him getting his ass kicked for stuff he can't control. Uh, and there's also really funny moments too. His mother figure in this movie, because his mom kind of can't really deal with him. Um, so his mother figure, the one that takes him in with her son, um, uh, gets him like a job at this what's it called? It's not a church. It's some sort of community center, and he does really good. He does. It's explained that he when he's doing something like with his hands and whatnot, it makes him not think of his tics, and it um, makes him focus more. And so, yeah. So he meet the boss in the movie is becomes his friend and whatnot, and defends him as well with the mother, uh, and he goes to court and whatnot for something that happened at a club. And yeah, this is a really good movie. This movie got a lot of traction lately because of what happened at the BAFTA Awards. Um, the real John Davidson. I almost said John David Washington, not the guy from BlacKkKlansman. Uh, the real John Davidson. While Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lingo was on stage talking about Sinners, he blurts out the N word and gets ridiculed for it. And shortly after that, he apologized and removed himself from the what's it called from the ceremony, so he doesn't have any more outbursts. Like he already had like 4 outbursts before that, and he was embarrassed. But the media and all that ridiculed him, called him a racist bigot, saying that he can control what he says. Tourette's doesn't make you say racist stuff. You're just a racist, and all this horrible shit. Like the media, left wing media mostly, are very tolerant until it becomes something like this. Until it comes to situations like this, and they're not so tolerant now. They want to be like, oh yeah, we're tolerant of people with disabilities who, I mean, John Davidson does not want to be labeled as a person with disabilities, but like they're like, oh, we're so tolerant of people with disabilities until something like this happens, and they want to flip the script and vilify this man who literally can't help it. Like he even if he wanted to not, even if he wanted to control it, he couldn't. It just comes out. He can. He explained it in the movie as like shaking up a bottle of like soda and whatnot, and then trying not to open it or something like that, and having it explode everywhere. So that's pretty much how he says his Tourette's is. Now there's different forms of Tourette's. There's like twitching. There's the one that he has where he blurts out shit. There's compulsive stuff too, obsessive compulsive. I mean, like for instance, there's a few times throughout the movie, you'll see him like walking down the street, just kissing random or lamp posts and whatnot. That's part of his Tourette's. So yeah, this is a good movie. I didn't really know too much about Tourette's before going into this. I knew it was a symptom, not a symptom. I knew it was a syndrome for people who just blurt out stuff, but I didn't know that there was more to it than just blurting out shit. So, yeah, this movie, yeah, you're on this journey with him throughout the movie, and all that he eventually starts educating people on Tourette's. He'll go to like police stations and schools and all this other stuff. He even held a meeting of some sort, like a gathering of a bunch of kids who have Tourette's, and pretty much just let them run wild with the stuff they say and teach them how to be how to just do what he did, got a job, and have people in the workforce understand their conditions and whatnot. And it's moments like that is why I think the movie is like it's a sweet movie. It's a very heartfelt movie, and I think it's one of the best movies of the decade. I don't have any issues with this movie whatsoever. This is a really good movie. I'm gonna give I Swear 5 stars out of 5. Definitely recommend this movie. It definitely teaches you something that you may or may not know too much about. Like I said, I didn't really know much about Tourette's other than the fact that it makes you say inappropriate stuff at inappropriate times. But I didn't know that there was more to it. So yeah, this is a really good movie. It's a heartfelt movie. It's funny at times. And yeah, it's 2 hours long. There's nothing in this movie that I disliked. I thought every moment of this movie was great. And seeing him go through this, like Tourette's wasn't well known in the 80s as it is now. So like I said, people thought he was making this up. He was just doing it just to get attention, and him being outspoken about it opened the doors for more people to come out, or not come out and have Tourette's, but like made them not afraid to be themselves and whatnot. And it's just, that's pretty much the message. And yeah.